you have to be self-reflective because okay, I can give you an example of something I've reflected heavily on. So because I lived in Nigeria and
Mm,
I like when I first went to Nigeria, I was in like Ondo like with my
mm,
grandma, and so I was living in a place where there might not be electricity for a month
mm.
because the transformer blew,
Oh wow.
and for 2 months there's no electricity. Um, there's no hot shower. Everything is
Oh
cold.
wow.
Everything's cold
I
shower
feel you.
every
I
day.
feel you.
No water heater or anything like that. So, and even then, the position I'm in, where I lived, was so privileged compared to like the average person in
Mm,
the village, right? And I saw some serious poverty.
mm,
I saw people really struggling to
mm,
the point where when I came back to England, I was so like I had no compassion because
mm,
I just had this mentality of what the hell are you guys complaining about?
mm,
And I just couldn't see anyone's issue. I was like, it's not an issue. It's not an
mm,
issue. It's not an issue.
mm.
And I was very just non-compassionate.
Yeah,
I
because
think
you'd seen the extreme
yeah,
side
and I
of
think
things,
as
but
time has gone
yeah,
on, I can still realize that like people in the West complain about very trivial things,
mm.
but I can also understand that
Put it in
yeah,
perspective
in
because it's
perspective, they
relative
don't
to
know
where
it's
they live,
relative.
to where they live.
So they all they know is like big cities and having electricity all the time and having
Mm,
water. So they have basic amenities most of the
mm,
time.
mm.
So to them, what is an issue is something that in my village people will be like,
That's a
but you have
non-issue.
electricity and water and
That's
food
a
though.
non-issue.
Yeah, it's not really an issue. So I can see now relative, and now I think I have more compassion because I'm like, okay, cool. Relative to your experience, I can
Mm,
understand why that's a big issue for you, even though I still think, it's not really an issue. But I
mm,
can be more compassionate to it.
mm.
And that took self reflection because, and like speaking to people and just people saying, you're so heartless. And I was like, how am I heartless? Just isn't an
Yeah,
issue.
that's how you're coming
Yeah,
across
but that's how I'm coming
because
across to other people,
exactly,
right?
and you're coming across that way because you're basing it on your perspective of a different place that you
Yeah,
used to live, and this is exactly it's actually a very good example of what we're talking about because how you're coming across when somebody else will feed it back to you or cause you to reflect that actually I didn't realize that every time I'm talking to the opposite sex I'm always shouting or or like giving them that you know how we can
yeah,
like looking them up and down with your
yeah.
eyes or before you say anything we like especially us that know how to
Yeah.
you don't even know you're doing it and so sometimes I actually do that now when I'm talking I kind of look at myself in the mirror and say am I coming across gentle or am
Yeah.
I coming across harsh